Have you ever walked into a job interview feeling like, yeah, I got this? Then they hit you with the, tell me about yourself. And suddenly you forget your own name. It's almost as if your brain disconnected from your thoughts. Now you're over here saying things like, my name is Joe Schmo, and I'm a good guy, and I work hard all day, every day. Congratulations. You just told the hiring manager absolutely nothing. Zero. Nada. Zilch. Or maybe they ask you, a question like, oh yeah, so what's your biggest weakness? And your goofy ass say something like, I work too hard. That's my biggest weakness. I work way too hard. Bruh. They've heard that answer about 759,000 times. Come on, my G. We gotta try harder than that. Okay, gang. If you got a job interview coming up, don't stress. Today we'll talk about what you should actually do if you want to increase your chances of getting hired. Alright, so first things first, research the company. That should be obvious, but hey, I don't know. Seriously though, I know it's boring, but it works. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes looking at their website. Find out what they do, what products or services they offer, what their mission is, and among other things. And maybe also check out a few recent news stories, if it's like a bigger company. Why, you may ask, is because interviewers love when candidates actually know, where they are applying. Like, imagine you own a pizza shop. Somebody walks in and say, so what exactly do y'all sell here? Immediate red flag, you see? Now, compare that to someone saying, I saw you recently expanded your delivery service. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to apply to work here. See the difference? One sounds interested, the other sounds like they accidentally walked into the interview. Okay, so for number 2, I'll go with practice the common questions. Here is something people underestimate. Job interviews aren't just tests, they are conversations. And conversations get way easier when you've practiced. Some questions almost always come up, like, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? Why should we hire you? Tell me about the time you solved the problem. Instead of making stuff up on the spot, practice your answers beforehand. Not word for word, but because that will make you sound like a recording, so just practice the main points you want to hit, and then you got it. A great trick that I recommend is using the STAR method for behavioral questions. And by STAR I mean situation, task, action, and result. One more time, the STAR method: situation, task, action, and result. Okay, it keeps your answers organized instead of sounding like you're telling them the world's longest side quest. All right, tip number 3. Today I have dress like you respect the opportunity. Now, before you start saying, wait, you expect me to wear a suit for an interview? No. I mean, depending on the position that you're applying for, of course. You don't always need to wear a full tuxedo unless you are interviewing to unless you're interviewing to join the Justice League as Batman. JK. But hey, you should dress appropriately for the job. If it's for a position at an office, of course you should go with business casual. If it's a position at a retail or a restaurant job, you should look neat and clean. I think a polo or a dress shirt plus khakis should do. The point isn't wearing expensive clothes. The point is to show that you made an effort. You know how the saying goes, first impression is everything. So do what you gotta do to wow them, even if you're bullshitting. Alright, so reason number 4, I'll go with show confidence, not ego. Confidence is attractive. Arrogance, not so much. There's a difference between saying, I've worked hard to build these skills, and saying, I'm basically the greatest employees to ever exist. Chillax, my boy. Chillax. The interviewer wants someone who believes in themselves, but can also listen, learn, and work well with other people. So don't forget to smile, make eye contact, and to speak clearly. I mean, enunciate those words clearly. Vowels by vowels, consonants by consonants. I mean, JK, because you know what I'm trying to say. Come on. If you're nervous, that's completely normal. Most interviewers expect candidates to be a little nervous. They're interviewing humans, not robots. Well, at least for now, no. Because as we know, they're coming. And I ain't talking about the retarded robots that you see on TV, bruh. AI is advancing, robotics is advancing, and them robots are coming for all of us. Myself, yourself, and everybody else. We are literally a few years away from being FUCKED. Alright, y'all. Tip number 5. I guess I'll suggest to ask questions. This is the part so many people forget. At the end of the interview, they usually ask you, "Do you have any questions for us?" And half of y'all hit them with, "Nah, I'm good." Bruh, you fumbled! That was your chance. From now on, you should ask them things like, so what does success looks like in this role? Or what are the biggest challenges someone in this position faces? Or what do you enjoy most about working here? Them type of questions right there, my boy, or them type of questions right there, my gal, show genuine interest and curiosity. Remember, you are interviewing them as well. Though a paycheck is nice, you also want to know if you're walking into a healthy workplace or an office where people cry in the break room every Tuesday. Alright, bonus tips, my guys, bonus tips, my girls. Don't panic if you mess up. Here's the secret no one talks about. Almost everyone says something awkward during an interview. Everybody. Literally everybody. Maybe you stumble over a sentence, forget a word, need a second to think. That's okay. Take a breath, smile, and correct yourself if needed. Unless he or she, the interviewer, is a dickhead. The interviewer usually cares much more about how you recover than whether you were absolutely perfect. Nobody expects perfection, they expect professionalism. In closing then, getting hired isn't about having the fanciest resume. It's about showing that you're prepared, capable, and someone people actually want to work with. So remember, do your research, practice your answers, dress appropriately, be confident, and ask thoughtful questions. And most importantly, be yourself. With this little caveat, of course. Maybe be yourself, but the version of yourself that doesn't overshare embarrassing stories from middle school. Okay, gang, if this video helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. As always, the final question: what is the weirdest job interview question you've ever been asked? Because some interviewers really wake up and choose chaos. Let's talk about it.